Hello traders, this is Dr. Zain Agha from zwinner.com. Here are my recommendations to trade the news during the week starting 4th of September and ending on the 8th of September 2023. But first, the disclaimer. Forex trading carries high risk. Do not trade with the money you cannot afford to lose. This is for educational purpose only. I am not a financial advisor, therefore I will not be held responsible for any loss incurred. Please trade on a demo account first until you are confident. On Monday, the 4th of September, we have no news. On Tuesday, the 5th of September, at 5:30 a.m. London time, we have the interest rate coming out of Australia. The present interest rate is 4.1%. If it comes out to more than 4.1%, say 4.25% or more, in that case you need to buy the Australian dollar. If the interest rate is reduced to 4% or less, in that case you need to sell the Australian dollar. Then on Wednesday, the 6th of September at 2:30 a.m. London time, we have the GDP coming out of Australia. It's a quarterly GDP and it's expected to come out better than previous one. The previous one was 0.2% and is expected to be better at 0.3%. Now, if it comes out at 0.4% or more, in that case you need to buy the Australian dollar. If the GDP goes down to 0.1% or less, in that case you need to sell the Australian dollar. And then at 3 p.m. London time, we have the interest rate coming out of Canada. The present interest rate is 5% and it's expected to come out the same as 5%. In case it goes up, then you need to buy the Canadian dollar. In case it goes down, then you need to sell the Canadian dollar. And at the same time, at 3 p.m. London time, you have the ISM Services PMI, Purchase Managers Index, coming out of USA. It was 52.7 and it's expected to be a bit less than last time. It's expected to be 52.5. If it comes out at 50 or less, then you need to sell the US dollar. If it comes out more than 53, then you can buy the US dollar. And then on Thursday, the 7th of September at 1:30 p.m. London time, you have the unemployment claims coming out of USA. So expected to be a bit more than the previous one. The previous one, last week's one, was 228,000 and expected to be more claims at 235,000. So that means about 7,000 more people might be claiming the unemployment benefit. If it comes out at 240K or more, then you need to sell the US dollar. If it comes out at 220K or less, then you need to buy the US dollar. Then at 6:55 p.m., the governor of Bank of Canada is going to speak, listen to the Bloomberg radio, and then act accordingly. Then on Friday, the 8th of September at 1:30 p.m., you have the employment change coming out of Canada. It's expected much better than previous one. The previous one was minus 6.4K and the present one is expected to be 20K. So if it comes out at 25K or more, in that case you need to buy the Canadian dollar. If it comes out less than minus 5, then you need to sell the Canadian dollar. And also keep an eye on the unemployment rate. It's expected to be a bit higher than previous. The previous was 5.5% and is expected to be at 5.6%. Now, if the unemployment rate comes out more than 5.7% or 5.8%, in that case you need to sell Canadian dollar. If it goes to less than 5%, in that case you need to buy the Canadian dollar. Other than that, we have no other news for this week, except on Saturday we have a news coming out of China, the CPI, a yearly one. While we don't trade Chinese news, so forget about that. So please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and fellow traders. And I hope to see you again next week. Until then, all the best and bye-bye.